This is a deck that I've been working on for quite a long time. This is what became of Tatiova. When Aesi came out, I was very intrigued. I don't like that it costs 6. That's a lot of mana. But going up to a 5/5, having a built-in exploration just makes it awesome. The life gain was largely irrelevant, although with Glacial Chasm plays, it did matter sometimes. But anyway, yeah, this is the new version of Tatiova Control, Aesi Control. Not running many creatures. And I've actually changed up some of the combos. So first is Ashaya, which is one of the combos. Ashaya plus Quarian Ranger is infinite draw, and if I have Lotus Cobra out, then it's infinite mana. So very important card. Azusa. Birds. I'm testing Courser of Kurfix. That 4 toughness is really nice, and with Aesi, it turns into an Oracle of Moldiah, basically, because I'm getting another free land off of Aesi. We'll see. This may come out. I'm considering putting Resculpt in, and I don't have room for it right now. Dryad. Gilded Drake. Lotus Cobra. Oracle. Quarian Ranger. Ramen-up Excavator. Steve. Trigon Predator. Even though this deck doesn't really want to attack, this is still such a good card. I mean, flying 2/3, blows up problematic artifacts and enchantments, swings over a lot of stuff. It's a very, very strong card in my opinion. I feel like pretty much every Simic deck outside of competitive Commander could probably make use of this. I'm sure there are some that don't want it, but very good card. And Wayward Swordtooth. So running very few creatures, and you'll see later that I am not running Cradle. There's just no point. Cloudstone, mainly for bouncing lands back if I'm struggling to draw lands. Actually, it may come out because it was part of a combo before, if I remember right. I may not need Cloudstone anymore. Anyway, Crucible, extremely important. Lotus. Crypt. Mox Diamond. Soul Ring. And Soul Guide Lantern. I used to run Scavenger Grounds. I need my grave. It's not a graveyard deck, but I need my grave, so this works a lot better. And it's a cantrip if I need it. I'm testing Burgeoning. It probably seems like an auto-include, but I don't think it is. This is really only useful if I have Simic Growth Chamber or Oboro in hand. But if I do, then it's a source of a lot of draw power, so we'll see. Exploration. And Mystic Remora. I'm not running Rhystic Study because my playgroup is smart enough to play around it. That's pretty much it. It doesn't really add a whole lot to the deck anyway. It's a tax effect that costs 1 more than the other taxes out there that people normally use. And I don't really care about taxing. I care about drawing cards. Now, I know Rhystic draws cards, but if you're playing with smart players, it really doesn't. They just hold back. And this deck is very reactive. So if the other players are holding back, you're pretty much just draw, land, draw, go. So that's what being a control deck is. And this is very much a control deck. It's funny the path that it's gone through. I mean, it used to be just Timmy Battlecruiser with counter spells, and now it's turned into this terrifying monstrosity of a control deck. It's really powerful. It's right below competitive Commander. And that's why some of the cards that you'll see in competitive Commander are missing from this deck, because I don't believe that it's good enough to really compete with decks like my Momir Vig or with Thrasios decks. Anyway, Beast Within. I'm actually not running that in a lot of decks anymore. 3 mana is a lot. I know. Brainstorm. Got that really nice counter spell. The Foil Etched, or whatever they're calling it. Crop Rotation. A signed Cyclonic Rift. I didn't get it. I didn't have it signed. Someone else. I got it from someone else, but still. Disallow. Disdainful Stroke. Fierce Guardianship. I need to get another one of those. Force of Negation. I need it for, I have a Niv Mizzet Perun deck. And I really need another Force of Will. Fierce Guardianship. I think I have Force of Negation, but I might need that. I need Deflecting Swat. Ugh, so expensive. Anyway, Force of Will. Ghostly Flicker is the other win con in the deck. If I have Mystic Sanctuary, any land that enters untapped, Lotus Cobra on the board, and this in hand, with Aesi on the board, of course. Even without Aesi on the board, I make infinite mana, so I guess I don't really need Aesi on the board right away. But this... Oh, and Mystic Sanctuary, of course, has to be able to enter untapped. But I just keep recycling Ghostly Flicker, draw 2 cards, add 4 mana by adding 2 with Lotus Cobra and tapping the 2 lands for 2 mana. So I'm netting 1 each time I do this. And yeah, Ghostly Flicker is a really cool card. And it's... I have a fair amount of recursion in here, so it's... Oh, that's why I'm running Cloudstone Curio. Am I still running? Yes, that's right. I cut Eternal Witness for regrowth thanks to Mystic Sanctuary, so Cloudstone really helps me keep that going. But anyway, Ghostly Flicker is also kind of a pseudo counterspell. Impulse. Mana Drain. Mystical Tutor. Nature's Claim. Negate. Opt. Pongify. Rapid Hybridization. Reality Shift. I really like this one. I don't know how easy it is to see. Not very. The corner up here is not cut, like not rounded. Stubborn Denial, because Aesi's a 5/5. This is a negate for 1. It's pretty strong. Swan Song, Void Slime, and Worldly Tutor. Now on to the sorceries. Balaget Recovery is a really cool card because it's a regrowth that I can get back from my graveyard with Crucible of Worlds, because it's also a land. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So, I like it. Cultivate. Farseek. Finale. That's the 3rd win con. I make a whole lot of zombies with Field of the Dead, and then I just swing out with Finale. Green Sun. And Finale is just a really good card anyway. Into the North. Kodama's Reach. Nature's Lore. Ponder. Preordain. Rampant Growth. Regrowth. Sleight of Hand, Sylvan Scrying, and 3 Visits. Thankfully, finally got reprinted. Took them way, way too long to do that. Jace is the primary win piece, whatever. And he's actually useful outside of winning, you know, draw cards, whatever. Lands, I'm running 36 if you don't count Balaget, Recovery, Sanctuary, whatever. Ancient Tomb, Breeding Pool. I would rarely ever run more than 33 or 34 lands, but this deck wants it. Command Tower. It does not want 40 plus like I've seen some other people use. Field of the Dead. Field of the Dead is one of the reasons that I've broken up my basics into some regular and some snow. So, Flooded Strand. 2 Pokemon Forests. Glacial Chasm. Don't really use that a whole lot anymore, but it's still a pretty strong defensive piece when I have ways to play extra lands each turn and either Ramen Up Excavator or Crucible. So I can just keep sacking it at my upkeep, and then problem is I have to have a way to play extra lands because it makes me sack a land when it enters. So if I can play 2 lands per turn, then I net 0 mana, but I don't take any damage. So, solid. And I'm still drawing cards off of those 2, or off of the lands anyway. And Crucible keeps letting me use the same ones, keep bringing them out, so. Hinterland Harbor, 3 Pokemon Islands. Misty Rainforest. Mystic Sanctuary, such a good card. Oboro. Pluto Delta. Vista. Rejuvenating Springs. Reliquary Tower. I think this is the only deck that I run Reliquary Tower in. I just don't need it, really. I might run it in Thrasios and Crom. I'm not sure. Anyway. Rimewood Falls. I hate that it enters tapped, but it is a forest island. So I have like 4 cards that can tutor this directly to the board. I figure, I'll give it a shot and see. Scalding Tarn. And besides, there's no way that I'm going to need all of my mana every turn. I mean, this is a control deck. It's designed to go kind of slow. Extremely slow. Simic Growth Chamber. Although the Ashaya Aquarian Ranger combo really sped things up. I don't need to use Retreat to Coral Helm and Walking Atlas and Friends anymore. And that takes 2 turns to set up anyway. All of my combos now can be set up in a single turn. I'm running 3 Snow Forests and 4 Snow Islands. Got 1 foil. Trying to get some more, but I'm sure they're at least 20 each. Strip Mine. Proxy Trop, because I only own 1. I own 1 of each duel now. Verdant Catacombs. Waterlogged Grove. Windswept Heath. Wooded Foothills. And Yavimaya Coast. And yep, that is Aesi.